Hello, everyone. Your intellectual movie guru here, and welcome back to another installment of Realm of Flix, the segment where we go deep diving into public domain, and I find something that either I've never seen in my life or I've seen it only once in my life. And today we are at the finale of Murder in Small Town X, Episode 8, the final episode. We're going to see what happens. So, quick little recap here is we now have three people left. We have Angel, we have Alan, and we have Jeff. Because Katie didn't make it back. And things are getting very interesting. That's all I can really say. Because we're going to be having a possible recap as well. I'm not really going to dig too into the recap, but the last episode was pretty damn crazy. But we're now at the finale, so everyone, you know the drill. Get your favorite drinking beverage, get your favorite snacking item, and let us finish our special here that we have of Realm of Flix. So let's go and get started.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Interesting start.
I went out on a track last night to the fishing cannery. The killer clue was a vault, so to speak, and pretty much a wall around it that was obviously previously there, covering it up. It was almost like a secret passage.
I've arranged for an explosives expert to meet you at the cannery. We need to find out what's in that vault.
You used to do demolitions in the Army, right?
In the Marine Corps.
Forgive me.
Can't say the Army.
The hell? Lambert.
Surprised Frank isn't here. It seems like he's behind the scenes.
There's Frank Lambert. Frank Kovic.
Press this in. This is going to start flashing. When it starts flashing, you got to charge. It's going to eventually get solid, but
Right,
as
kick it
soon
in.
as you hit this button,
It'll go.
it's going.
Hey, when it blows, no one goes in there. Everybody understand that? Fire in the hole!
Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them? There's 8 bodies.
Jesus.
In the quiet town of Sunrise,
Oh shit.
a killer is on the loose. A reward has been offered to 10 ordinary people. They have been sent to Sunrise to play the killer's twisted game.
And it's one hell of a twisted game, I'll tell you that.
Now, they must enter the mind of a killer and solve the mystery before they are eliminated, one by one.
Alright, here we go.
I truly
Amber.
believe that Lambert may be the killer. Maybe wrong
I
at this point,
I
because
think it's
there's
Lambert.
still a lot of
Yeah.
But out of the 5 that are left, I believe Lambert may have done it.
I'm stuck right now between Jimmy Tinker and Frank Kovic. Hop in, Stacy.
It's Frank Kovic, without a doubt. I guarantee it.
Before we start,
Nah.
I want to say that I know this is a stressful investigation. And I know last night we had some tempers that flared up. Jeff, you and Angel had a serious
Taco Bell.
last night.
Jeff,
Yeah.
people like you and me don't get along.
Why is that?
Funny how your whole personality changed after I leave.
I appreciate the fact that we were able to put that aside this morning and go out and do our job.
After last night, I think everybody calmed down, realized that, hey, we're here to play this killer's game. They're going to be okay.
Okay. The next lifeguard is chosen by the last will and testament of our last person eliminated.
My choice for lifeguard is gonna be Angel. Because Angel, I think out of everybody, is really into this game. First of all, he's having a great time, but I think that Angel's heart is in the game more than anybody.
Good deal.
Okay.
When Katie chose me as lifeguard, what it meant to me was that I was out of danger. She was giving me that final chance to set things right.
Yeah, boy.
You found the skeletal and decomposed remains of 8 people. What else did you find in the vault?
We recovered the remains of a burnt newspaper article, which...
Okay, we have a photograph of that here. The governor orders crackdown on East Coast smuggling.
Here you go.
Amid war fears. We did a quick search around, and you can see all the crates had the OSL label on it.
Okay, what were in these crates?
What we found in the crates were empty bottles of booze. We found 24 rows of tobacco, and we found 4 rows of some white powdery substance. We believe it may be cocaine.
Oh,
What does that tell us?
That the OSL was involved in smuggling booze, tobacco, and cocaine, and these people may have come across their organization, and so they eliminate the witness.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, that all handcuffed. What does that tell us? They're handcuffed.
Sure didn't want held against their will.
Is it safe to say there's a possible murder?
Yes, sir.
I agree.
So I believe that skeletal remains of the
Or
people found in the vault may be of the Duchamps.
Duchamps. That's the family in the photo you recovered from the motel room where the burnt man hanged himself.
If you could take a picture of those outfits. We noticed that 2 of the skeletons lying beside one another had the same outfit. And we believe that those 2 may be those 2 young girls, those 2 twins pictured in the photo. We kind of like try to get a count of men, women, because some of them still had, like, some of them had dresses on, some of them had shirt and pants.
There's 8 bodies. God, if we find a 9th one, we got the whole Deschamps family. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're not gonna find no 9. You know why?
Why?
Because the little boy survived.
Why is he circled?
Because he wasn't found in the vault. Somehow he was spared, maybe.
Okay, who is he?
I think it was the burn victim.
I remember when I was 8 years old.
My earliest memory was in 1941 when I was 8 years old. I remember running through a dark hallway filled with smoke. There were flames at my back, chasing me.
So you're saying it's the burnt man?
He witnessed the murder of his family.
The left side of my face had melted and my tongue had swollen. I couldn't do anything but run.
I think he was in the cannery. I think for some reason I've been picturing him out here on this pier. Maybe he got out of that vault or something.
I didn't see the town of Sunrise again until I was a man.
According to the forensic report, the bodies you discovered in the vault died from asphyxiation and intense heat. Now, there were 4 adult males. One of the adult males was missing 2 fingers. There were 4 females. 2 were adolescent girls, apparently twins.
There we go.
And one of the older females was suffering from alopecia, and that's a genetic condition that causes hair loss.
The
Go
2
ahead.
fingers?
Oh, wow.
Which body was that on? Male or female?
One of the adult males was missing 2 fingers. Well, what's your feeling on that?
Well, it definitely reflects on Nate's fingers being found.
And then the older woman had her head shaved.
We're basing all our information now on this picture of this Deschamps family. And so far, every person has represented someone from this Deschamps family.
Let's check it out. Our first victim was Nate, correct?
Right.
What do we know about Nate? 2 fingers were returned back to us.
Correct.
So he's missing 2 fingers.
Right. Just as one of those men.
Just like this man here, then. Okay, what was our next body that came up missing here in town?
It was, Abby.
Abby? All right, so then what your theory is that Abby is who in this picture?
One of those young girls.
Yeah.
Not one of the twins.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, because Abby and Mary Elizabeth.
You tell me.
because they were like best friends and twins.
And Mary Elizabeth, because Mary
Yeah.
Elizabeth acted so much like Abby. Possibly like twins.
Yeah.
Who else? Can we go through the girl with missing hair? Maybe that has something to do with Lyda Rose Blodgett.
Why?
Because her head was shaved.
He shaved her head.
So ruthlessly.
So possibly this woman here is the one that has the condition in the vault that doesn't have any hair.
Mm-hmm.
Then who else? Thibodeau? Who does Thibodeau represent?
I would say the first man all the way to the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks just like him too.
From the current
The
people.
general.
The general? What's unique about the general?
He would be the center.
Do we have any other murder victims that we know of in town?
We have
Carmen. But
So the body's returned. Why?
Is she an outsider?
She was an outsider.
Right.
Nate and Abby Flint are dead. They belong to me now. But I have no use for Carmen Flint, and I will send her back soon.
She has nothing to do with the
Not
event
part of the
this
family.
killer.
Anyone else?
Okay.
Oscar Blodgett,
Right on. His body was stolen.
and he was killed by the John Doe.
I murdered Oscar Blodgett.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like a burnt man. And it appears that the killer is building himself a new Duchamp's family.
Right.
But there's still one person unaccounted for. This woman.
If we're going by that board, then Connor's going to have to represent this woman.
Should we be concerned for Connor's life at this point?
Well, there's a lot of females in town, gentlemen. Yeah.
Never.
There's a lot. So I don't know. We're going to have to figure out a way of narrowing it down if we want to try to protect one. I don't know where to go from there.
What about Sarah Larrabee?
Mayor.
I got to talk to Gary right away.
Sure. Why don't you come on upstairs?
Thanks a lot.
What can we do for you? Good to see you, sir.
Gentlemen, how you doing? It's, I don't know what it was, but today's events have set the town into a new level of panic. I got people calling me. I got people in my wife's office. So I called a town meeting for 5 p.m. I'd like you to come there. If you can come, I really need you.
Okay.
That thing that you found today, whatever it was, creating a lot of madness in the city.
No questions till we get inside.
Come on, let's go quickly. Guys, I will let you know. Everyone stay back here. If anyone crosses this line, they're going to spend the night in jail. That's the problem.
We believe that
Damn
a child
sweepers.
may be involved in the murders in Sunrise. We've come to think that the person or persons involved may be a relative of the family that once lived in Sunrise, named the Duchamps. The Duchamps were a family of fishermen that worked independently for any one of the canneries, including Kingfisher. The murders that have recently occurred in Sunrise may be a copy of
Oh,
the
Prudence is alive. Okay.
At the beginning of our investigation, we received a roll of film. On this film, the killer identified himself or herself as one of 15 suspects. Please, we cannot disclose the identity of any of our suspects, so please do not ask.
I just want to know, I mean, you're talking about murders that happened a long time ago. Like, what does that have to do with anything that's going on in our town?
Everything to do with what's happening today. Never. Everything. He's talking
There's Sam Witwer in the back.
That's mass murder. This mass murder that you're talking about, okay? And those people, they were human beings, just like Lyda and the Flints and Mary Elizabeth and Thibodeau, just like them, okay? You can't just keep ignoring the past.
It was 50 or 60
Hell, everybody knows that this town was built on murder, okay? On the blood of innocent people. And you can't. This crime deserves to be brought to light.
I'd like to say a few words, please. I'd like to say a few words, if you please. I think it's time for the people of the city of Sunrise to face our past and repent. Because this killing will not stop until you all face your past and repent for your sins.
Rusty, you stay in the city limits, Rusty.
Let's hear it for God. Look, man, let's get back to the... Hey,
we just entered the fourth quarter.
We are getting to the point where I would say in about a day or two, we can actually go ahead and finger someone for committing the crimes in Sunrise.
Okay.
A little baby carriage.
Let's bring it inside.
Some ladders. Beautiful. There we go.
Garrett, we found the killer's package right outside the door.
Okay.
It's a white basket with some of the lighter blodgett dowels.
Angel?
Yes, sir.
You know, this is the first time we've gotten the red and black envelopes this quick, isn't it?
Yes, and it had a note on it that said for tonight.
The killer left a note in here. It says for tonight, which implies we'll have to play the game tonight. Of course, you sped it up because I think you're getting close. Remember, the killer has said that the red envelope will contain a question about your investigation. And if you answer the question correctly, that he will clear one of the 15 suspects that we have up on the board. Okay, the question is, what year did my father die? What year? Talk it over.
Burnt man, 1971?
That's the only numbers we've really heard that much. It's 41 and 71.
Do we have consensus?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe that the
71.
man may be the father of the killer, so we're gonna say 1971.
1971. Okay.
Okay.
We're sending the answer 1971.
Nice. Who's being eliminated though? Rusty.
The Reverend
All right.
Rusty Crandall is now cleared. We have gone from 15 suspects to 4. The black envelope is supposed to contain directions to 2 locations. One of the locations, the killer will leave an important clue. At the other location, the killer's going to be waiting, and one of you won't be coming back. Lifeguard, I'd have you reach in here, take the 2 envelopes, give them out to whoever you would like.
Which one you want?
Okay.
Here we go.
Why don't you open yours up and read first?
To the Flint house. Enter through the basement door, and that's it.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going back to Beck's compound. I'm going to enter through the courtyard. That's all it gives me.
Time is approaching when the 2 remaining investigators will have to make their choice for who the killer is. In the event both people select the same suspect, the last will of the person eliminated tonight will determine who gets to pursue their suspect and who will have to choose differently.
Well, tonight, I guess, is the final night, and it's kind of been tough.
I always have good hunches, and I picked the wrong map. I know it. And I never feel that way. Never.
Good luck, both of you.
I'm going with Lambert. You see, now I'm going by the clue of the father. 1971. Lambert was born here in Sunrise, but raised in Central Maine.
Shortly after I was born in Sunrise to a 15-year-old single mother, they tossed us out of there like yesterday's garbage.
Never identifies his father, so I still believe that Lambert may be the killer. It's never been
Yeah, I believe it's Lambert.
Tinker's father is dead. Connor's father drank himself to death.
I blame this whole town. It's as if they put a gun to his head.
Did someone mention upstairs that Frank was adopted?
The Kovics adopted me, and they are my parents. I mean, they made my childhood golden for me.
He's not really adopted, but he just doesn't want anybody to realize what he's doing. He's not adopted. That's his dad. That's Frank Kovic's dad.
No. No.
I didn't see the town of Sunrise again until I was a man.
I solved this case.
See, there's something that's bothering me, though. And it's a piece of evidence that they still have not talked about throughout this whole thing. And it was brought up during one of the episodes, but it was like completely dropped after that. And that is when you go back to the old lady's house and you found that piece of patchwork that was snagged on the wall that ended up becoming a piece of Lambert's jacket. Lambert didn't even say anything about being there. They didn't even talk to him about that. So that's what's bothering me. That's why it's, in my opinion, it's down between Lambert and Kovic. But keep in mind that Kovic's little puzzle piece thingy that was found at the old lady's house was in the middle of a pool of blood. I feel like that was planted there. I just have a feeling that the killer planted that to bring in a lot of suspicion to Kovic. So, in conclusion, I'm going with Lambert. Because they're just completely missing out on that one little piece of evidence. Which was the fact that there was a piece of Lambert's jacket snagged there, and Lambert didn't even talk about if he was there or not. And as you guys know, that piece of patchwork fit perfectly on the jacket. So that's why I'm going Lambert.
What town are you from again? I forgot. Oh, Tennessee, yeah. When I was young, I used to like the Southern rock and roll. Leonard Skinner? Yes. That's my band.
I am going out on a 50-50 gamble tonight, and that's about the way my luck runs. I heard Jeff saying he has the best luck ever. Well, I don't.
Look, man, I wish you luck. Really.
Sam Witwer!
Best I can, but I don't have a good feeling tonight.
Back to the Beck's compound, huh, Jeff?
This is it, Jeff. I've never felt this feeling in my entire life.
I find it funny that he's going back to a place he originally went to.
I'm losing all my hair. No, you're not. I'm losing some of it. I don't know if I'm going bald or if my neck's blowing a bubble, to tell you the truth. Is that what they told you? But it's, yeah. Thank you.
I'm voting for Alan. Nothing against Jeff, but I'm kind of voting for Alan.
I'm going up. This could be it.
Who do you want to see coming up those stairs?
Alan.
Why?
Being that Jeff and I don't see eye to eye on anything, I feel that whatever he finds out there may not be shared.
Jeff happens to come up those steps and he doesn't share that last clue with me. I'm gonna go with Lambert tomorrow as my choice for the killer.
Let's do it, Jeff. Let's do it.
Where's that adrenaline rush at, Jeff? Did he find a clue? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, Jeff's gone. Oh, shit. It's down to Angel and Alan. Fuck yeah, dude.
The minute that Alan came up those stairs, I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my
my shoulders. I felt my smile creeping back onto my face, and it felt great.
It's down to the deli man and the firefighter.
What do you have? Tell us what you got.
Well, the flowers. Another take.
Another film, 16 millimeter.
Oh my God.
Oh, Flint. Oh, I bet he's gonna pass away.
Program. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, morning, guys.
Yeah.
I got a call this morning from Dr. Bowden, who informed me that late last night, C.R. Flint collapsed, and it appears he died from a brain embolism. It appears that it's natural causes. That's all I have on that.
I think there goes any answers we had about the OSL, or any questions that could have been answered.
Well, we may have something on the OSL. A couple of days ago, Angel, you were with Jeff. You guys had gone out to the OSL meeting hall and recovered this wire. It appears to be a recording mechanism. Now, the technology was tough to download it into the computer. However, we have been successful, and I want to play that for you now.
Gentlemen, come to attention, please. On this final meeting of the Order of the Scarlet Lupin, pray remain silent for the last reading of the roll call of the high officers. Merchant, here. Rose, here. Flint, here. Blodgett, present. Thibodeau, here. DeBeck, present. Larrabee, here.
Larrabee.
Tell us, who are the names?
Merchant. That's Marie Elizabeth.
Right.
Who else?
The Flint family.
Okay.
Oscar.
And Lida Rose.
Thibodeau.
Who else?
Larrabee.
Do we know why the killer is picking
Yes.
He's picking everyone that had something to do with the OSL, which we think had something to do with the Duchamps.
So who does that leave us then?
Larrabee.
Sam Larrabee.
They need to get to her fast.
And
What does that mean?
she's going to be his next victim.
I think so too. I think it's a possibility. And I know that she's working across the street. Get a walkie-talkie. Let's get over there and get her back here.
You think she's still alive? Sam.
Ah, they got to her too late.
Wait.
Gary, we just got into the diner. There's been some disruption here. Something's going on. We have a note on the TV with the VCR built in. It says, press play. We're about to play it.
Play the tape and see what's on the tape.
Oh, they got her.
You are seeing this because you have been successful in your investigation. And because you have followed the leads that I have left you. I can't do this. I am going to claim my last victim before the day ends. My work here will be finished. And I will go back into the background. Wrongs will have been righted. And a terrible injustice revealed. Thank you. None of this would have been possible without you.
Oh my God.
I have enjoyed our game. I hope you have too.
Feedback.
Feedback is that we need to catch this man today, or this woman. We have to ID them before he kills them.
Exactly. But before we continue, we have one last piece of evidence to look at. Now, you played the killer clue the other night, and you recovered a 16 millimeter film.
Right.
Let's take a look at it.
This was my family in 1940 on Thanksgiving Day before the fire. Here I am. This is my grandfather. And my father. He would have been your grandfather. In 1941, they were working for the Order of the Scarlet Lupin, running cigarettes and booze out of Canada, using the Kingfisher sardine factory as cover. Then the government started to crack down on smuggling, and the officers at the OSL panicked. On their orders, Oscar Blodgett, Hayden DeBeck, and Calvin Roosevelt Flint lit the match that covered up their crimes and burned our family alive. Everyone, including a pregnant woman. I escaped the fire and came back to Sunrise after 30 years to take my revenge. Yesterday I started with Oscar Blodgett, but it hasn't eased the pain. I've not only been scarred by the fire, I've become a monster. And I'm ending my life tonight. You're too little to understand, but I've seen to it that this will be sent to you long after I'm gone, so that you might learn who your family was and who killed them. And that you might know that your father loved you. Goodbye, my son.
Impressions? We know the killer's a boy or a man.
Why?
He says my son.
At the end.
Right.
That's right. Does that eliminate
Connor?
Okay.
Yeah, that gets rid of Prudence, yeah.
What else?
Tinker's too young.
Why?
Because he says
He's
in
only
71.
21 years old.
How old is Jimmy?
21. He
Oh,
was
Yeah.
born. Yes.
He can't be it, correct?
No.
Yeah.
We have two suspects, Frank Kovic and William Lambert. And we know the clock's ticking. The killer has taken Samantha Larrabee hostage. And he said he's going to kill her and he's going to make his escape tonight. And up to now, both of you have been working as a team. But now it's time to work individually as investigators and make your choice on who you think the killer is. But remember, you don't just rely on the evidence. That has a lot to do with it, but because our time is of the essence, you're also going to have to rely a lot on your gut instinct, okay, and the training and the experience that you've had up to this point. Are you guys clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we need to save Sam. Let's get to work. I'll see you as soon as you've made up your mind.
The Kingfisher sardine factory is covered. And the government started to crack down on smuggling, and the officers of the OSL panicked.
Now we are down to two suspects. Frank Kovic, William Lambert.
Maybe Lambert is not the person. But
I think it's Lambert.
my body is telling me it is.
My name is William Daniel Lambert. I'm 46 years old.
Lambert. After reviewing his bio, I've learned that Lambert was born here in Sunrise, raised in Central Maine.
Shortly after I was born in Sunrise to a 15-year-old single mother. They tossed us out of there like yesterday's garbage.
With the killer question of when did my father die, we kind of like put it all together. The little boy was the burnt man, and the burnt man was Lambert's father. And Lambert is continuing his revenge on the OSL.
On this final meeting of the Order of the Scarlet Lupin, pray remain silent for the last reading of the roll call of the high officers. Merchant here. Rose here. Flint here. Blodgett present. Thibodeau. DeBeck here. Larrabee here.
I'm sure Lambert could have done it, but for some reason, I'm not thinking William Lambert. I was dead set on Frank Kovic for the simple fact that the burnt man said that his son was a little boy.
But I've seen to it that this will be sent to you long after I'm gone.
He would have been younger at the time than William Lambert. Lambert would have been 16 or so, and Kovic would have been 5.
Sealed in the two envelopes in front of you is the suspect that you named.
I don't know about that.
Before you reveal your choices, this is your last chance to change your mind. So, Angel, are you confident about the decision?
Yeah, I'm confident.
Okay. Alan, are you confident about your decision?
Yes, sir.
Angel, please stand up and open your envelope. Show us a name, your choice for the killer.
I believe that Frank Kovic is the killer.
And explain your reasons why.
Should I read the statement that I have prepared?
That's fine.
Frank Kovic, 34 years old, born 1960.
What made me decide that I was going with Kovic was that final clue. It's a film left to the killer by his father.
You're too little to understand.
The kid he's speaking to is too young to understand.
that Lambert is about 16 years old, and maybe he's not too young to understand. Maybe he's old enough to understand. Frank Kovic is only about 4 years old. I'm sure it's Lambert, but not that sure. Now I believe it may be Kovic. And it's tearing me up. I can't believe I'm going to go against everything I believed since the very beginning. I might have to choose Kovic.
But see, Lambert could have been lying.
Show us and name your choice for who you believe the killer is.
I'm going to go with Frank Kovic myself.
Okay, explain your reasons why.
The only personal evidence that we've collected throughout this investigation was at Lida Rose Blodgett's house. The suspect had a personal article left there, from Frank's game piece to something off Lambert's jacket. But the fact that Frank's game piece was laying underneath her blood has made me stick with Mr. Kovic.
We have a hostage out there, guys. And we can't afford to concentrate our efforts on just one suspect. So we have to decide which one of you will pursue the suspect that you've named, and which of you will cover the other suspect. To do that, we have to look at the last will and testament of the last person eliminated, which was Jeff.
I pick Alan to go on another track. But Alan, just pick Frank Kovic.
I had a gut feeling that Jeff was going to leave me with the first choice. I knew that he and Angel had some bad blood, and I think I have a good shot at winning this.
It's a horrible feeling. And then to give this guy the last word, I didn't want it to come down to that.
Now, I've checked with Duncan, and the two suspects are most likely to be at these locations. Lambert at his home. So, Angel, you're going to be heading out to his home. And Kovic is supposed to be at his boathouse. So, Alan, you'll be going to the boathouse. Now, Duncan's going to meet you here and take each of you out to the suspect's location. I want you to go out there, and I want you to try to find Sam Larrabee. And then cover whatever evidence you can find to tell us which one of these men is the killer. The one who finds the killer and his lair, you have won the killer's game.
But see, there's another thing that they forgot real quick. Hold on. There's another thing that they didn't state. Larrabee's pregnant. She's pregnant with Kovic's child. So why would Kovic want to kill a woman that is bearing his child? Especially the way he's been acting in this whole thing. It makes no sense to me. So that's another reason why I would have to go with Lambert.
Kovic and Lambert live on the same street. Tonight I'm going to Frank Kovic's boathouse. I've been there once. He wouldn't let us inside, but I'm definitely going to get inside tonight. And since I'm getting first choice, Angel's going to have to follow up and go to Lambert's house. Sam. Tripwire.
This doesn't really fit Lambert. I would think that his house would be brighter. Oh. He's been doing his own investigation.
here. Don't you know where you should be?
What is all this?
It's my work. What I've been telling you guys from the very beginning. I'm trying to figure it out, just like you. Don't you get what he's doing?
Yeah, I know exactly what he's doing.
And don't you get who he has?
Yeah, he's got
He has Samantha. He has my Sam, okay?
Sam's here.
She's not here. She's with him at his place. And we need to get there now.
I think
Come
Sam's
on.
here. I want to go through here.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Sam? Sam?
Oh, I hear her. It was Lambert. It was Lambert. And look, it's everybody's fucking bodies too, man.
Oh my God.
He stole everybody's bodies. It was Lambert. Shoot him. Shoot the bastard. Thank you. That means Angel wins. Fuck yeah, dude.
Sam! Go upstairs if you want, Alan. We gotta go to Lambert's.
Sam!
I don't know what you want from me. I don't know how I can convince you that she's not here.
I know the whole
I love
story.
her, and I would never hurt her. You
Exactly.
Because she's carrying my child,
Exactly.
Exactly.
I would never hurt her.
Who else knows that? I just want to go through here for a few
Take
minutes.
off the time you want. I'm going.
You have nothing up here?
I'm going. I'll see you, Alan.
Sam!
Why don't you put her down? Let me get a blanket.
Not here.
Hold on.
Not here.
Oh, Sam. Yay, Mr. Firefighter.
I thought since I had picked his lair, he wasn't going to be able to kill me, but he was going to take me somewhere and show me something. And boy, did he ever.
You found it. What does it say?
Child, when you went away.
I was a child when you went away, so in your eyes, I never grew up. When my mother died, I found your film and I knew what I had to do to become a man. Now I've completed your life's work. Your loving son, William.
What the hell does that mean? So you did it, man. You made the kill at his game, man.
When I showed Gary a picture of Kovic and I said, I believe that Kovic is the killer, and he looked at me and he asked me if I wanted to change my mind, I wanted to yell out yes and just flip it aside and grab Lambert and hold it up. And you know what? I can't really understand why I didn't do it. Man, I came close to just giving it all away and losing.
Congratulations. Get over here. I'll give you that. I'll give you that hug.
In the end, it's funny because I felt that Jeff had the last word. And after what we had gone through, I really didn't want to give him the last word.
I don't really feel like I lost anything. I'll take second place to a guy like Angel anytime.
I did it. I know what it's like to turn on the television. I know what it's like to become a TV detective.
Congratulations, Angel.
Thank you very
You've
much.
solved this murder and apprehended the killer. In appreciation, the town of Sunrise would like to present you with a check for $250,000 and the keys to a new 2002 Jeep Liberty Sport.
Yeah. 1 year later, Founders Day. Sam Witwer. It's a baby.
It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
But I'm a firefighter, not an investigator. I tip my hat to those guys who do that for a living.
So, hold on, go back real quick. I'll read that. I want to read that again. Hold on.
investigator. I tip my hat to those guys who do that for a living.
Want to read that part real quick? Hold on. All right. Some game portions which did not alter the outcome of this episode have been edited due to time constraints. The identity of the killer and the locations where the investigators were eliminated were predetermined and were not known by any of the participants, including the lead investigator. The human fingers depicted in the episode were artificial. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Wow. So, first off, as I said in the beginning of all this, I do know that later on down the road, Angel ended up actually dying in real life to the 9/11 incidents that went on in America. So now that I rewatched this, I can actually definitely understand why there was no spin-offs to Murder in Small Town X after this. But this was really fun to rewatch. I'm glad that I rewatched this, and I'm glad I didn't remember a lot of it coming in this. But this was a wild ride. This was really, really fun to watch. I enjoyed every minute of it, from the first to just now. The only thing I would have changed, though, was when the rivalry with Kristen and Stacy was going on. I wish that they would have dealt with that rivalry first before bringing Lindsay into the whole gist of it. But aside from that, wasn't that bad, really, in terms of like the people that were sent out and stuff. I do feel like, though, that they could have done more with Shirley, but of course Shirley was the first to die in the competition. So yeah, that was a little bit of a drag. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun watching this with me. I had a blast. If you had fun watching this with me as well, give a like, give a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the whole thing. And yeah. So I am your host, the Intellectual Movie Guru, and until I see you all in the next video, well, take care, everyone.